Hi, thank you for joining me today. We are going to do a home walk program. I'm going to do 5 minutes, then Hillary's going to do 5 minutes. It'll be a total of 10 minutes. 7 to 10 minutes is usually where we have our patients start when they've just been discharged from the hospital and they're starting back exercising, or a beginner that maybe hasn't done any exercise, pretty sedentary lifestyle. Then you can start doing 7 to 10 minutes 2 to 3 times a day. Now, the end of the week, they're forecasting some rain, so if you can't get out, you can do this indoor exercise. So we're going to start walking, and I'll walk and talk. If you're a beginner, you want to keep this walking light. Don't overdo. If you've just been discharged from the hospital, consider yourself a beginner, and you don't want to overdo. For those that maybe have already been walking, but it's a rainy day and you're stuck indoors, then we want to refer back to over to our Borg scale. Moderate to somewhat hard is where you want the exertion to feel to you. It's a subjective rating, whatever feels moderate to you. So we're just marching in place, keeping it low. So when you first start out, you want to give yourself a little bit of a warm-up. Give yourself a couple minutes of a low walking, and it may be just lifting up your heels if you're truly a beginner, okay? But if you can get your whole foot up, do that. And we'll do this slowly for the first couple minutes. Then we'll pick up the pace. I'll maybe lift my knees a little bit higher, and I will march forward and side to side. We'll change it up a little bit, okay? So we've probably done 2 minutes? Wow, that went by quick. And figures. The phone's ringing. Well, your phone could ring at home too, so that's okay. We're just going to march. So now let's come forward, because we did say a 2-minute warm-up and back. So you can do this in your living room. You don't have to have a big space. Just move your coffee table and get ready for some walking. And I'm just going forward and back, depending on the space that you have. Now, surgical patients, remember, you have to be careful of your sternum and follow the sternal precautions. So have somebody else move your coffee table. All right, or use your legs to move it off to the side. All right, now let's go on the angle if you have the space. And back. And then forward. So we're making somewhat of a W here. And to be honest, it's really just to break up the boredom. You could have the TV on and do some marching with your favorite show on. That'll help pass the time. You can march during the commercials. Ideally, we like sustained motion. So the walking 10 consecutive minutes and then do it again 2 or 3 times during your day. We like that better than even steps. But you do what you can do. And if you're counting steps, then that's okay too. And we can just march in place. And you can always step side to side. If you feel that my exertion level, how it feels to me, is getting beyond somewhat hard, if I'm really getting breathless and I feel it's hard, then just slow it down and step side to side. That's totally okay to do. Make sure you breathe. Don't hold your breath. All right. And then go back to marching again. And we have about 1 more minute with me. March. We'll go forward and back. And I'm moving my arms, but you can have them by your side if you feel that that's too much exertion, especially you surgical patients. So surgical patients would be someone that had a sternomectomy, someone that had bypass or their valve replaced, and they had their sternum opened. Or you can use your arms. You have to smile like we're enjoying this. We miss you all. I hope you're all enjoying the sunshine today, because it is quite nice out, but the rest of the week's not so much. So just a few more seconds. You keep marching, and I'm going to change with Hillary. And keep marching.
Hi everyone, we miss you. We wish you were here with us, but we definitely want you to stay home and stay safe right now. So I'm going to just continue the marching. Again, as Michelle said, go at your own pace. So if I'm going too fast, then you can just slow down, just do the same motions. If we do a motion that's uncomfortable, don't do it. Just go back to some light walking. I'm going to do a side to side step now, so we're just going to do side to side. And we don't have any music on today, but go ahead and put some music on in your own home and just follow along. Make this side to side as big as is comfortable for you. If a smaller, easier side to side feels better, do that. Otherwise, make it nice and wide. Great. We're going to go back to marching in place. So today and tomorrow look like they're going to be beautiful days, great days to get outside if you can. But the rest of the week looks pretty rainy, so you'll want to try to do some in-home exercise. All right, now all we're going to do is make our feet wider, but we're going to keep marching. So it's a little different motion. You'll feel it a little different in your thighs as you bring those knees up as high as you can comfortably bring them. Now, we're going to bring those feet back in. Bringing my knees higher if I can. Now we'll go forward and back. So forward a few steps and back. 2, 3, 4, and forward. 2, 3, 4, and back. Great. Let's stay in place now. Now we're just going to do a light kick. So we're just going to kick and kick and kick. Very small kick. Just to change things up again. If you want to do a little arm motion, little bicep curl. I think you'll notice that once you get going, you warm up pretty quickly. I'm already feeling warm. We're going to go back to marching in place. Now we're going to try the side step, but we're going to do a double side step. So 2 to the side. A little harder. If you don't have the space, just do single side steps. But I'm going to go to the side, to the side, to the side, to the side, back and forth, using those thigh muscles. And if you want to do some arm motions, you can, or you can just hold your arms at your side. Back to marching in place. Great. So we're almost to the end of our 10 minutes. So we're going to start bringing it down just a little. Just as you gave yourself a warm up, you want to give yourself a cool down. So just make the motions a little smaller. We're going to do that side step again, a single side step. But it's very small, just to bring your heart rates down. Give yourself a little cool down. Great. Back to marching in place. Real easy, real gentle. Just cooling down. Nice deep breaths. Great. Well, that was 10 minutes. If you can do this 2 or 3 times a day on days when you can't get outside, or if you're a beginner and this is what you're starting with after going home from the hospital, that's great. Try for 2 or 3 times a day. See you soon.